Well, in today's travel segment, we'll be discussing historic tours. Excuse me, historic tours. Okay, let me get that out. Here with more is Micah Shanks. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
All right, so I like this one, taking a little history lesson.
Yes, well, spring break's right here. It's
sure
coming
is.
up. So a lot of people like to go snow skiing. A lot of people like to go to a warm beach, which would be nice today. But when I travel, I like to learn something.
Yeah.
So especially with children, they don't always learn a lot in history class because it just comes across as boring. But if you can take them to a living history place, and there are tours across this country that can take you anywhere from Jamestown, which was the very first colony in Virginia, all the way across through Boston and Washington, all of our American Revolution history, through the Civil War history, Lewis and Clark expeditions. You can go coast to coast and learn so much. So it just depends on how much time you have and your budget, so we can get you set up to go.
Absolutely, because it just really seems like that brings it to life for the kids.
It really does.
Put your hands on it, you can feel it, you can see this is history, I'm in history, and not just in history class. Exactly.
And for the grown-ups too. I've learned so much through these. There's a Williamsburg, Virginia, there are like 2 streets that are just the same, that it's recreated, but there's a working candle shop, there's a working ironsmith, there's a working powdered wig shop. I mean, it's just exactly like it was before the American Revolution began. And they do the reenactments during the day of the reading of the Declaration of Independence. It's very moving, and you're just really a part of it. And I remember that from actually being there, much more than I remember anything I read in a book.
And one thing, with taking your kids there, did you see a change in your children as well?
Oh, yes. Oh, they're so excited. And when you first tell them we're going to a museum, but when you get there and they can actually see how people lived, they see what they ate, and you can talk to them, and their little brains just come alive. So,
just light up.
It's great. Yeah.
Now, what about going abroad?
There's nothing but history.
Yeah, exactly.
When you go abroad. So many old castles and things, and so many wonderful, affordable tours that you can take. And we can, if anybody wanted to try that on spring break, you only have a week. That's a little quick.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a summertime trip when the kids are out, but it's certainly worth checking into. So many wonderful places to go. And
what about cruises? Because I know that they had a little couple issues. I think last year, the year before.
Yeah, that's all been settled out, and it doesn't seem to slow anybody down. They're still going constantly out of Galveston and some out of Houston and New Orleans, and the cruise lines are just fantastic. A lot of people travel on cruises.
All right.
Year after year. Yeah.
That sounds great. Lots of different options out there for the spring break.
Absolutely. So airport travel. Yeah.
And it's affordable. It just depends on what you want to do.
Right.
So,
yeah. It's just on your budget.
And so that's why it's great to be able to ask an agent, okay, what's the best thing for me, and with the budget that I have.
Yeah, we can work up a good package that fits into anybody's budget and get you going.
Great. Thanks so much for joining us.